Hey, welcome back to the secret underground lair. So we've learned that this little hose, a brake line hose, as the connector between the stepper motor and our threaded rod or Acme thread or lead screw, that's just not strong enough. So we're going to make a new connector, a new coupler based out of this 3/4 inch solid round rod. And for that, we're going over to the metal lathe. So let me move over there and we'll get started on this process. That is today's adventure. So I'm not going to do anything really fancy with this. I'm simply going to face off this end, drill a 1/4 inch hole, probably about 2 inches deep. Then I'm going to take it out. I'll have to cut it off, face off that end, and then come back using a 3/8 inch bit about halfway. So that'll give me the ability to grip one end of the motor on the 1/4 inch side, and 3/16 will grip the lead screw. Then I'm going to flatten off one edge with the grinder. I'm not going to use the mill for that. It's just a simple operation. It's going to make a little flat spot so I can drill down into this hole, drill down into this side, tap those holes in order to take in a grub screw. So face off and drill. That's the operation. I forgot to film that. Turn the camera on. Just used a little center finder bit here to start that hole. Now I can go to, I'm going to use a 1/8 or slightly larger than a 1/8 drill bit to make the pilot hole, and then we'll drill out a 1/4 inch, take the piece out, flip it, cut it. You know the drill. Sorry for the pun. So this coupler is going to be about the same size as our little rubber coupler. So I'm just going to mark on this drill bit with a Sharpie how deep I want to go. Okay, now move up to a 1/4 inch bit and go same distance. All right, so that's our hole on that side. Now I'm going to take the piece out, cut it off, flip it over, Probably face it off and come in from the other side. So that's a cut made on my little Harbor Freight. Yes, this is a Harbor Freight little metal bandsaw I picked up a number of years ago when I was on a trip in Chicago, maybe Detroit. Anyway, yeah, I picked this up and just put it on a little stand. A really simple contraption to let it move up and down. And this has worked really, really well. So here's my cut, and you can see that's a very clean cut. That's the little bit that's left over where it broke through at the end, but that does a really, really nice job. I like this tool. Now let's see how we have a fit for our lead screw. Expecting this to be snug. And it is. But it's the snugness that I want. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to keep that. Not going to go any deeper with it, any wider. And we'll check out how we fit the other end on the stepper motor itself. So I'm happy with the fit. The lead screw is a little sloppy. I'm okay with it though. It has the motor has a flat spot on the spindle, so the grub screw will tighten down on that, and a snug fit on the lead screw end. So you can see I've got different size. Whoops, I'm holding this in the wrong place. So there's our small hole for the stepper motor, our larger hole for the lead screw. I'm pleased with that. So next step is I'm going to use the grinder and just make a flat spot on the one side here, and then I can drill 2 holes in there to accommodate grub screws to clamp the thing down onto the lead screw and the stepper motor. And there we are. Coupler made. So I'll make a little flat spot on our lead screw. The stepper motor already has a flat spot, so I think we're looking pretty good. We'll go take care of that lead screw and come back in a second. Hey, I'd forgotten that I'd already ground a flat spot on our lead screw, so you should just be able to slip this in. May require a little bit of persuasion to get past some burrs in that. Let me just encourage it a little. I don't picture what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to give this a little tap to drive it in. Goes in very easily. And let's tighten up that grub screw. Okay, that's in. Excellent. Now we can attach this to the stepper motor at the other end. Okay, got that put on. There it is. I had to go get a longer wrench because I couldn't see where I put down the first one, and I put it right there. That's my day. Where did I put the tool? Okay, so now we'll just focus on getting this motor mounted again, and it looks like I may have, yeah, it's the motor. I need to go into the motor another probably 1/8 of an inch, 3/16, but that'll mean printing a new bracket. And I'm not averse to doing that, so I think I will print a new bracket because I'd like the hole here to be a little bit bigger to accommodate this coupler. Right now the coupler can't fit into that hole, so that should be a little bigger. And the new coupler is installed. So I had to carve away just a little bit here in the background to allow the lead screw to move around without any interference. Quick test, zeroed out the Z-axis. That seems to be working just fine. So I'm going to run a little test cut now without any router movement, just to make sure that we don't have any of the slippage that we saw earlier with the hose coupling. I think we're looking good. Screws moving exactly how it's supposed to, so no backlash or delay. I think we're ready to make the cut that we want to make. So I'm going to call that an end to this video, coupler repair. And our next video will be finishing off the top of this guitar. So, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.